Good Thursday morning. Time for me to get up and get ready for work. Let's go.
So, welcome to another wonderful day where I had some more dreams. And I was telling Mary about them. The first dream was that we were all just hanging around, doing whatever. We had the windows or the back door open, and Jax got outside somehow. And Jax is laying in a thing, and I'm trying to get Jax to come inside because it's starting to get dark. And so I'm like, Jax, Jax, calling him in. And finally get him inside the house. And then somebody didn't close the screen door all the way, so there was like that much of a gap. And so then mosquitoes and bees just started coming in, and I'm like, what the hell? So I go and I get under the sink and I grab up the sprayer and I'm starting to spray these bugs. And then I run out of solution. And I'm like, crap. So I turn on the light to see out there, and none of the light switches are working for the light out there. And I hear water running, but I'm not thinking about it at all. So then I come over here to the sink and I open up the cupboard to grab up some more solution for the bug sprayer, and there's just water just at the bottom of the, like, underneath the sink. And I'm calling for Mary and she's not coming, and then the dream ends. And I was like, that's weird. Well, the next dream happened. And we were living in some place that's not this place. And there was like a kitchen and a front door, almost like it was a trailer. And we had some person that comes in and they do some cleaning stuff. Well, we had to go to the gas station for something. I don't know what. But the lady popped inside the house, was talking about how she likes my style, how I wear these clothes, and I'm not, trying to pretend to be anybody that I'm not. And then she's like, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah, let's go. So she hops in her car, she drives to the gas station. So I hop in my car and I go to drive to the gas station, so we're following her. And she makes a turn. But when I go to make that turn, the gas station was back there and there's no driveway anymore right here. So I go along and then I make a right and I'm driving along, and like there was a patch where like half of the road was actually just grass. So you had to drive over the grass on like one side of the car because half the lane was taken up. And finally I decided to park. There's no way to get over to the gas station unless like I do this whole extra drive around. So I get out of the car and now I somehow have a bicycle, and I'm riding the bicycle, make the right around this place, and there's a truck that's turning left onto that road. There's bikers all like scattered throughout the place, and there's two of them that almost crashed as the one car was turning, so they almost crashed into the car together. And then I'm trying to level myself out, and somehow I'm like on an angle like that, riding a bicycle for a good second, straighten myself up, and I decide to go through this little party area. Like, sort of starts out like this entranceway into like this gated party, and it's like a big old wooden fence around. Well, I talked to the guy there and I'm like, hey, can I just get through and jump over the fence because I gotta be at the gas station right over there. And the guy's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I step over the rope, and now somehow I have a weed whacker in my hands. And I walk over to the corner, there's some goth guys there with all the makeup, and I'm like, excuse me, gentlemen. I pop down the weed whacker and I hop over the fence. Well, I gotta hop back up and grab up the weed whacker and pull it over. And as I do that and I land, I'm like, all right, you guys have a great day. One of the guys grabs up this big old tire and tries to swing it at me. And so as he tries to swing it at me, I see it and I just give him a nice kick. And then I just walk away like a badass. And then the dream ends. So, who knows what's up with these dreams? Where the hell's my mind at half the time? But otherwise, I'd gotten the boys to school on time. The roads are crap. The outside. So, Mary wasn't happy driving in that. And now I gotta get to work. I have a not a parent teacher. I have a thing that I have to get to, a little IEP conference for Sky. And talk to them about whatever. They want to push him up to some normal level. Social studies and all this other stuff, because they feel that he's just absolutely bored and that he's getting absolutely zero challenge. So this is good. I was telling Sky, you know, the classes will be a little harder, but you'll learn something. And they want you to learn and be challenged, because only through those challenges will you improve. So he was like, all right, I'll, you know, give it a try. And so then I was telling them, you know, hopefully we can get them into some chemistry classes faster. And they were like, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Because I was like, I can't do anything about that. But the one lady messaged me and said I could. So hopefully we can get him into some better level math and stuff. And he can actually have a purpose at school. Then instead of just staring at walls and being bored. And then I haven't checked with Sky last night about the pro gaming stuff, so I'll recheck with him about that later on today. Have him try some games, see what kind of game style he likes. He wants to be a pro gamer. He just is looking at the end goal and not looking at the steps that it takes to get to the end goal. He's just like, yeah, I can't jump up there. And now Mary's calling. And now Mary has hung up with me. She wanted me to verify that this IEP was in person or online, and they responded very quickly. So thank you, person. Last night, me and Brian were, or Brian and I, were just playing games against each other. And I was giving them all sorts of different scenarios, because I'm semi-decent at killing these minions in the game to get money. But Brian's not. And so I'm doing, you know, what I can to change it up constantly for him, to get him, you know, where he needs to be. And we're using just a straight practice tool so that he can improve himself. Once he improves, his win rates will increase, and then I won't be able to outrank him, so that we can't play ranked games together. So that'll be good. Mary just messaged me saying that we're at 141 subscribers. So thank you, everybody, for your assistance, your wonderful clicks of the button that make Mary so daggone happy. She really does love it. She counts and she messages me every single time she gets a new subscriber. And she appreciates all the comments that you guys give and all that fun stuff. So yeah, she gets happy every time. Otherwise, let me see this. I'm just gonna go do some morning work and eat some breakfast, and that is my day thus far. But yeah, just staying busy, living life. Got 4 more months till Shaun has graduated, then we can get him a job and get him to start hating the real world so that he'll want to make some good changes in his life. He's going to be a really late bloomer, just like I was, and he's not going to think about the future until finally he gets fed up with the situation that he's in and he wants to make a change. And only then will he actually make the change. otherwise, everything that we do for him, if we push him to college and all that, he's just going to be like, okay, I'm just doing it because I'm told to. I have no reason to be in here. Kind of like I was told to go to college, so I went to college. Okay, what am I going to go to college for? So I went for criminal justice initially. Got my associates in criminal justice and did absolutely nothing with it, because by the time that, well, it was all bad timing too, because when I graduated, it was 2008, and the whole recession stuff happened. Don't know if it was worldwide, but I know it definitely hit America. And all the cops were being laid off. And I was like, well, there goes my chance to be a cop, because all the other cops are going to get those jobs back before I'm going to get a job. And, you know, Flint had like 3 roaming police officers. And then, what else? So then I just got myself a job at Taco Bell with an associate's in criminal justice, and didn't do anything with it because afterwards, you know, I wanted nothing to do with criminal justice. I didn't even want anything to do with criminal justice initially. So yeah, then I just wasted many years. And then after, God, how old was I when I decided to go back to school? I was 20, maybe 30? No, probably like 28, 29. And then I decided to start going back to school because I was talking to a guy while I was working in the factory, and he's like, where do you see yourself? And I was like, not here. And so then I came up with a 5-year plan, and I did it. And it was rough, but it worked. So always come up with a 5-year plan if you can. If you're trying to better yourself, that's always my suggestion. 5-year plans, do steps. Don't do what Sky's doing and just looking at the top of the mountain. Steps. If you want to go back to school, you take your steps. You take these classes, then these classes, then these classes. School, however, is nowadays becoming more of an overrated thing than what it once used to be. It used to be, you know, a thing, but nowadays certifications are the way to go, or everybody says trade skills. Trade skills, there's nothing wrong with it. So, you know, look at something that you want to do and then do it. It might take years, but once you do it and you're done with it, you'll be happy for it. And I always said when I was growing up, and I don't know why I didn't do all this stuff sooner, because I was saying this stuff, but I'd rather make the start of my life hell so that the end of my life is great. And if I gotta go through, you know, 10 years of hell to have 40 years of amazingness, I will do that. So it's all about the long term, your current perspective of things, and you know, everybody's built differently. It's one of the wonders of the world. Jax is over there just living his best cat life. And I'm gonna get back to work. Hey, a random note as I'm making myself some breakfast, I decided to go with cereal today. But every once in a while I'm going with cereal. And I think the reason why I was bloated that one day was because I'm taking, you know, the Metamucil. I'm eating an entire bag of broccoli each night. And I'm having, what are these? What are these called? Frosted Mini Wheats. So my fiber intake is extremely high, and I'm pretty sure that is why I was feeling bloated that day and I couldn't eat anything. Because I'm consuming way too much fiber. So I did stop taking the Metamucil, and you know, I felt good since. So maybe it's on the days where I don't have this. I don't know, because I still eat the broccoli, and broccoli is still a lot of fiber. I don't know. I really don't need Metamucil if I'm taking enough fiber. That is one big thing. Fiber is really good for you, but if you take too much, you will feel bloated. If you don't get enough, then you're not gonna be feeling too well. You'll be a little clogged up on the inside. All right, anyways, morning work is done, so I'm just gonna eat this food and check for any other work that may come. Well, good news. So Sky's IEP is going great. They said that they want to put him in a bunch of harder classes because he's going brain dead, sitting at the school, being bored out of his mind. And so they want to put him in harder classes to give him a better challenge because those classes are doing nothing for him. And he's at 99% on a lot of stuff. And he's at 66th percentile when it comes to like overall, like the entire school, everything. So that's good. Math, in his class, he's at 99%. History, 99%. So he's just doing great. It's just English is his only setback, so we'll up him up or bump him up and everything except for English. And hopefully the challenge will help him learn more and he will be happier and not so brain dead in the school. So there's the bonus, and the reason why they started him out where they did is because he was coming from the prior school and they don't know how the prior schools, you know, grading systems and all that fun stuff works, so they just wanted to play it safe, and especially because Skyler's been known to get a little aggressive when things didn't work out, but as of the past few years, I mean, he's been golden, so no need to worry. So that's what's going on with him. Mary will be calling very soon. I took Shaun out of his last hour because I was already there, and like by the time I got back home, I didn't want to have to get right back up and go back out to the school or just sit at the school for, you know, 40 minutes. So I took Shaun out of his class. Shaun doesn't care. It's not like he was doing anything special. It was a drama class of his, and they weren't doing anything, so Shaun's like, all right, let's go. I made myself some broccoli that I put a little bit of butter on to give it some flavor. I warmed it up in the microwave, and I'm gonna take a little bit of just trying to spread the butter at the moment. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Parmesan and slap that on top and feast on that. And then later on tonight, I'll have however much chicken I can consume. Perfect. Now, everybody's home, everybody's happy. My mom stopped by, dropped off snacks. So the boys are happy. And then, you know, if all goes well, if Sky does great in this next semester, I want to argue with Mary about getting Sky a headset, depending on how much we've saved. You know, if we've saved enough money or if we haven't spent enough money, then see if we can get him a headset for the summer for doing so great. Now just wait for Mary to call in 4 minutes.
Get ready to make lunches for tomorrow. We have no more lunch meat, so I'm going to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Well, peanut butter jelly for me, peanut butter and honey for Shaun, and just jelly for Skyler. Because Skyler doesn't like jelly, or doesn't like peanut butter. So. And then I have to work all weekend. We do get Monday off for Martin Luther King Day, but I have to work Saturday and Sunday as of right now. Could always change by tomorrow. And the boys have Monday off also, and then Tuesday they have something on the spread. Tuesday they have a full day, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday they have half days for midterms. Do the jelly first, if I can open it. It's sticky. Jelly for Sky. Jelly for me. Come on. The jelly's almost gone. It is gone, basically. I'm just gonna use the rest of it up. It's gone. And I was out here getting everything set up to make the lunches, and I was looking for my chips that I brought out, and I'm like, where did they go? So I called little Shaun here because he was out here getting some ramen. Thought maybe he took it. He didn't take it, so he went and asked Skyler, and Skyler had come out here while I was in the garage getting his drink, and he took it. Oh, butt face. He brought it back though. He hadn't opened them. Okay. There's Skyler's sandwich. Probably should get out a new knife with the peanut butter. Shaun does not like jelly. Peanut butter. He only likes it on one side. You can't even see it. Plus, Skyler's science class, I think they have like a no peanut, but that's his 5th hour, so it's after lunch anyway. They have a no peanut classroom, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't like peanut butter anyway. Ooh, honey. For Shaun. Should probably put like a wet wipe in his bag. My hands are already sticky. Alright, I'm gonna do Sky's. Do Shaun's. And I'll do mine. Alrighty, now let's pack the lunches. Skyler jelly. Carrots. Yeah, I remember napkins today. Drink. Orange Jello. Chips. Cookies. Where's that? Giving Sky the last Go-Gurt so I can get it out of my freezer. Shaun's lunch bag is right here. Shaun doesn't like the carrot sticks, so I stopped packing them for him. I'll have to get like the baby carrots back, or he didn't even eat half of the sandwich from yesterday, or from today. Yeah. There'll be a big surprise when they go to eat their lunch tomorrow, huh? Sandwich. Juice. Napkin, Teddy Grahams. Shaun likes the flamin' hot ones, so I'm giving those to him. Skyler does not like them. And then my lunch box is on the table. I'll go grab it. I don't need this giant container for this sandwich, but oh well. I could probably fit 2 in here. 1.5. nuts. Open it. And I'll eat the rest of these probably Saturday for my lunch. And my drink and my chips. And my napkin. Alright, now I have to make all this. I'm eating this for dinner, which is our leftover goulash from the other day. And I put all of the bits that Skyler won't eat over here, so maybe he'll eat them during anime time, or maybe he'll just, Big Shaun will eat them, so somebody will eat them. I know little Shaun won't, because he doesn't like cheese, which is weird because he eats cheese on certain things but not other things. But yeah. I'm gonna eat my dinner now. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here for the night. I just got done eating dinner. And Shaun and the boys are about to come up and watch anime before bed. And I'm gonna edit and then I'm gonna go to bed. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.